If right now is your first time fishing, your most important desire could be, I just want to fish something, whatever it is, I don't care. If you have been before with people who talks about fishing and you know a little bit more, you could have a particular fish in mind that you would love to fish. Or you could have in mind a specific obstacle that you have heard about that some people experience. And you can be focusing right now in, I hope, fill the blank, doesn't happen to me. Take a deep breath in and exhale. Keep breathing deeply, and as you do, remind yourself that if you are taking deep breath in, you are alive. You have the opportunity to adjust your perspective about whatever it is that you are experiencing or not. There is a way to reframe things every day, in every way, when you become aware. Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, realize that you are here expanding your sphere of consciousness, expanding your sphere of awareness, expanding and raising your level of alertness. You are choosing a short and sweet pathway toward your desires. Take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, what if today you choose to ask yourself, is the focus on obstacle? Is it? Is the focus on obstacle? Observe your reaction. Are you almost going to burst right now? In tears or in anger, trying to tell me you have no clue what I have been experiencing. And you are absolutely right. You have maybe you prepare to catch a fish and you got something totally, completely different that you perceive that you weren't prepared for it, that you weren't protected from it, whatever it is that you perceive. Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, choose to declare, I liberate the focus toward desires. I liberate the focus toward desires. Do you realize that desires are like bridges? Desires are like bridges that take you from where you are. Doesn't matter where you are right now, to where would you love to be. Are you willing to rise to the occasion and give yourself permission to have new desires for whatever it is that you perceive as is good, for whatever it is that you perceive is great? Is it possible that you are complaining about some obstacles and in some way or form you choose those obstacles? Like, for example, if you want to catch a fish from fresh water and you go to the sea, it isn't bad luck. It isn't that somebody is against you, have an agenda against you. It is that instead of fresh water, you went somewhere else to look for what you would love to get. Take a deep breath in. and exhale. I liberate the focus toward desires. I liberate the focus toward desires. And do you realize that some desires, from yours or from others, you will be judging them? I shouldn't desire, fill the blank, or they shouldn't desire, fill the blank. What are you judging? Shouldn't be a desire. How do you interact with those that have very, very different desires than yours? And are you willing to stop and listen? Do you feel comfortable taking time to listen? Or do you perceive that if someone sing, drink, dream, or speak in a different way that you do, their desires are less valid than yours? Is it possible that when you have something in front of you that you don't have a clue what it is, you automatically discard it as it is unworthy? And do you realize that somewhere else, someone is looking specifically for that you don't even know what does that is useful? Whatever it is that you perceive is trash or non-valuable, others would love to have, would enjoy the moment. Take a deep breath in and exhale. I liberate the focus toward desires. I liberate the focus toward desires. When do you use this declaration? On those moments that fears jump in and I start telling you that you will not be able to fill the blank because fill the blank. Have any other person in this world have battled that obstacle and drive after it? And if you said something like, actually, I don't know anyone. I have looked and I haven't found anyone. Do you realize that you have the awesome opportunity to become the bridge for others? To find new flavors, to find new ways to get out of fill the blank. To be able to pair fill the blank. Because after all, what you consider luxury for others could be considered something very common, very often thing, very ordinary thing. However, we are here expanding your sphere of consciousness, expanding your sphere of awareness, expanding, raising your level of alertness. And as much as you realize in which way your mind is the one placing the obstacle, you are going to bloom in new ways. You are going to reach to new heights. Take a deep breath in and exhale. Keep today's questions with you in mind. Is the focus on obstacle? Is it? Is the focus on obstacle? It's like trying to do a recipe and saying, I don't have this, I don't have that. And do you need those ingredients for the recipe? Yes. Could you focus on scheduling time for buying them? Or choose at that moment another recipe? Do you perceive you have choices or not? Because your actions and inactions are controlled by what you perceive you can do or that you can't do. What are you telling yourself? How are you using your prior experiences, catching whatever it is that you perceive was your desire toward your new desires? And is it possible that some of your desires just stop having them because fill a blank, because someone told you that you shouldn't desire fill a blank? This is about your life. If it takes a space in your mind, it's important. Take a deep breath in and exhale. Is it possible that you are attached to a specific way or form? Take a deep breath in and exhale. I liberate the focus toward desires. I liberate the focus toward desires. I liberate the focus toward desires. Blessings.